Yo, YouTube, what is up? Radar25 back again. My co-host, Michael Fuentemania.
What up, Marks?
Guys, we're back again with another takeaway video, and today's takeaway video is our two takeaways, only two, from AEW Dynamite. So we're going to get into this video, but before we do, I want to remind you guys, drop a like on this video, the Monday Night Raw video, and the WrestleMania videos that came out last weekend. Remember, if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell so you guys aren't missing one thing that I'm dropping, live streams, all that good stuff, and all our takeaways and pay-per-view recap shows. Guys, follow me on social media. Links in the description below. Twitter, Instagram also will pop out on the bottom of the screen now. And without further ado, guys, let's jump right into the video. Our two takeaways from AEW Dynamite.
Dynamite.
All right, guys, the show started with one of two jobber matches of the night, and it was Lance Archer versus a jobber. Lance Archer.
A jobber.
Yeah, next week, I believe, is Lance Archer. No, I think they're going to spread the tournament out like over 4 weeks each match. So I think in 2 weeks is the Lance Archer, Dustin Rose match, I think.
Yeah.
So he's just facing a jobber here. Jay cuts a good promo in the beginning, as per usual, and it's just him displaying more feats of strength. It was a cool spot where he kind of did like a belly to belly, but he was holding with a choke slam kind of grip, and he just kind of threw him across the ring.
Just showing his power.
Yeah, crazy power spot. So, obviously he got the win. It's a jobber match, squash match to build Archer a little bit more. He's still doesn't seem as credible to go against Cody like immediately, but let's see how it works out. Maybe they meet each other in the final of the tournament. Let's see what happens. But that was
Let's build them.
Yeah. Next thing on the show is takeaway number 1 of the night, and I'm going to label it Britt Baker's bloody face or bloody mess. It was a match between Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida. These are the two top women in the division. Cheetah being the number 1 contender for the title, and Britt Baker, I think, being number 4 in the rankings. This was a really, really, good match to showcase the women. And you could tell these are the two of like the top, maybe the top 2 women in terms of in-ring work in the company right now.
For sure, I think so.
You could maybe throw Statlander in there. But, obviously Riho was the first champ, but she's going to take like a side seat right now because they want to build the other stars in the division. So, midway in the match, I think this happened when Cheetah went for like an enziguri, and I think Britt Baker messed up the spot a little bit. She kind of ducked down, and I think she may have got hit. Maybe like the foot hit her hand and hit her in the nose.
Definitely hurt.
But she immediately started bleeding as soon as that move happened, and she was a bloody mess. It was going in her mouth and all that stuff like that. But it was a really solid match. It was enhanced by the fact that it was Shivani and Jericho on the call.
Yeah, Shivani and Jericho killed it. I think I should be like the new crew. Like Shivani, I know he's been there for 3 weeks doing this like him being the head guy, but he hit me in the feels this week. I just felt old school. I felt like it was 1998. It just felt really good with him and Jericho. I don't know why, but it hit me in the feels.
Yeah. But basically this match has put, it continued to get over Britt Baker as a heel, and then Cheetah as like the number 1 contender, and she ends up winning the match. Cheetah does. So she keeps the momentum and her winning streak continues.
Yep.
So eventually we're going to see her against Nyla Rose if Nyla Rose is still champion, which I assume she still will be. But Britt Baker lost nothing in this match. And I think it made her even look even better because of all the blood.
Yeah, it's a badass. She had the old Austin effect at WrestleMania 13, just bloody, battered, and bruised. But, she had a great match. She was laughing at the end, too, and then a promo later on the show where she had the dried up blood. She didn't clean it off.
Yeah.
She's awesome. She's great. And then at least they didn't knock out her teeth, because then it would have been trouble.
Yeah, that would have been trouble. Well, she's a dentist, so she would have fixed it herself. Now, funny thing, they have more people on the side of the ring in the crowd, like behind the barrier this week. A couple guys I've never seen before. A guy with a pineapple shirt. I'm not sure who he was, but he was getting involved a lot. That wasn't his name. That's not his name. Jericho called him Pineapple something, but I don't think that's his name.
Pineapple Pete or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I think he called him. Yeah.
So
it's Pineapple Pete guy. Jericho says
he helped Cheetah. So Cheetah draped over the barricade Britt Baker, and he held her while Cheetah came with a running knee and kind of like uppercutted with the knee. So
guys over in my book.
A lot of involvement. He will get involved later in a tag team match as well. But who this guy is, I don't know. If you guys know, leave it in the comments section.
Pineapple.
If that's his real name, leave it in the comment section, or if he has goes by a different name, let us know. I don't know who he is. But really, really solid match and good way to showcase the women.
Girls did a great job.
Which is something they need to keep doing because the women's division feels like it's like
second fiddle.
Not even second fiddle, like fifth or the
Yeah.
fifth fiddle.
It's kind of an afterthought at the moment. They're just kind of like finding out. They're kind of just throwing people at the wall and see who sticks. And right now,
Yeah, seeing who can carry the division and who can really
yeah.
upstart it.
So we'll see how it
Because
goes.
you
But
notice
so
it's like
far,
they
so
have
good.
like, one woman match a night basically,
Yeah.
and they don't really get the main events and anything like that. Nobody feels like super special, but
Yeah.
after this match, Britt Baker is elevated a little bit more, and she continues to do her good heel work. And you got Cheetah, who continues to build as just in the fact that she has a long winning streak going, and that she's on a head-on collision with Nyla Rose. I also hear she has a really good social media. I don't follow her, but I heard she has a really, really fun social media where she plays piano, does a lot of cosplay.
Well, follow her, guys. That sounds interesting.
I guess I'll start following her.
What's the matter with you? Why don't you just follow her as soon as you read the damn article, asshole?
Yeah. I'll start following her. Not like it matters, but okay. So next thing in the show, guys, it was a very, very strange match. It was the best friends, Chuck Taylor,
the wannabe best
and
friends.
Trent, along with freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, everybody's favorite, against the team of Kenny Omega and Michael Nakazawa, who are real life best friends and talk about their time in DDT together. And they basically played the match like if it was one of their DDT matches, where it was like it's very like odd humor and kind of weird stuff. Like Nakazawa kept pulling out the baby oil, kept spraying in everybody's face.
Yeah.
He had a spot where he threw Trent on the ropes on his nuts, and then sprayed baby oil on the ropes and kind of slid him across. Very funny spot that Chris Jericho started dying laughing was a double clothesline that Nakazawa tried to hit on the best friends and totally whiffed it. They moved out the way, and he kind of just felt like a sack of shit on the mat. It was a funny, weird.
It was fun. Weird. It was cool. I liked it. I thought it was awesome.
It was weird match, and Nakazawa was like a weird character to have him using him.
That fucking backstage promo was hilarious, and for some reason, Orange Cassidy was hiding in the closet.
Yeah, I don't know how long. I don't know how he was in there. Who knows?
He was in there, and then he opens the door, and then here come Trent and what's that guy's name? I keep forgetting the other kid's name.
Taylor.
Chuck Taylor. Yeah. So it was pretty funny. The whole thing was a funny spot. It was a funny segment.
It was a strange match, but it was entertaining.
Yeah,
it was well wrestled. But best friends do get the win here.
The real best friends.
Yeah, the real best friends. With the moniker best friends, they get the win, and they continue to kind of build up the tag team ranks. And then Kenny Omega right now is just holding steady right now because Adam Page hasn't been able to, I guess, show up to the tapings.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of holding him steady at this point. But that's what it was. What it was. Very strange match. Pretty kind of funny. Everything with Orange and Cassidy tends to be kind of funny too. And best friends get the win, so they continue to go up. Here comes another jobber match, and it's Brody Lee.
Joe Bears.
Brody Lee. They do a video segment beforehand where Brody Lee gets out of a car. He's all suited up, and he's talking to whatever kind of Dark Order minions are there.
It was 12 and 11. 12.
Yeah. So he talks to one about because one is wearing a tie with a
who looked like his first day at Macy's.
Yeah, it looked like a really, really shitty black dress shirt he had on too.
It's like a $7 dress shirt.
He's basically saying that, why is he so dressed up and the rest of you guys aren't? You guys need to look the part and present yourselves well for, whatever the case is. It was okay. Next thing was just a squash match. Brody Lee obviously destroyed the jobber that was in the ring. Doesn't make a lot of sense to do a jobber match with Brody Lee because everybody knows who he is. He's only been gone for WWE for such a short time. Yeah. You don't really have to build him.
But you just gotta make him strong, keep him like a force, I guess, at this point. I mean, again, there's only so many guys on the roster.
What they should have done was had him fight Marco Stunt this week. So Marco Stunt got Lance Archer this last week, and then he gets Brody Lee this week. So just put sympathy on Marco Stunt is probably what they should have done. Obviously, squash match, jobber match, Brody Lee gets the win, continues to gain his momentum as a new leader.
And the Dark Order has definitely just been pushed up because Brody Lee's in there. It's like actually caring out of these backstage things. So it's good. But Brody Lee's doing what he's got to do right now. We'll see once everybody comes back to life, the world comes back to life, and everybody can show up. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that wasn't a match, it was another video segment that we want to talk about really quickly. It's not a takeaway. We want to talk about it real quickly is the Moxley Jake Hager video package. Very well done. They even had the TNT guy who does documentaries.
Yeah.
Had his voice doing it, so it helped. This is a time around where TNT is actually behind the wrestling company that they have. Not like before Turner, he wasn't really behind WWE for the most part until they got really big, and then after that they fell off. But they're really behind making their own championship, and they're really pushing it, how it is. But really big fight feel, very well done. It's a lot of it is Jon Moxley putting over the fact that Jake Hager's a monster and to take him seriously. Because obviously I guess they know that he's going to come off as like, why is this guy getting a title shot so quickly? If he's only had like 4 matches and, he doesn't say anything. So it's really Jon Moxley just building up Hager. Hager himself, just showing a lot of his Bellator stuff, his training with his wife, and he's just training for MMA and wrestling as well. So that match is coming next week. Empty arena, no holds barred, but very well done video package. Another good one by AEW, and it gives everything they do a big fight feel.
Yep, 100%. I mean, like again, that whole package with you said with the announcer guy from TNT, it felt HBO 24/7 stylish, where they were doing the whole training thing. It was really good, well done. Got you excited. It had the big fight feel.
That's where he's from. He's from the HBO. I think that voice is from the HBO. Like when they do the 24/7, like Mayweather.
No,
Pacquiao.
it's not. It's
not that same guy.
That's the dude from he was the Sabretooth in the last X-Men movie.
Lee Schreiber.
That's that guy.
Okay.
But it had that feel. Like when I saw, I was like, "Ooh, this is interesting with the whole workouts, everybody's doing their thing." It's good. We're excited for a match with nobody in the crowd, so they got me excited for it.
Yeah, no, it's they do a very good job on it, and everything they do is just feels like a big fight feel. It gives it more like a realistic ground to it. But next thing on the show, guys, takeaway number 2, and it is the main event, and I'm gonna title this "Cody Advances." So Cody. It's Shawn Spears versus Cody.
Rose to the point right there.
Yeah, it's Cody versus Shawn Spears in the first match in the quarterfinal of the TNT Championship tournament. They played up a lot of Shawn Spears kind of seeking redemption here because you know how he debuted, he cracked Cody over the head at Fyter Fest and with a unprotected chair shot to the head. Then he had the match at All Out and he lost, right? So he's trying to redeem himself. And since that loss, he's really been like non-existent on the show.
Yeah,
other than like he showed up with Tully Blanchard, but then him with Tully Blanchard that has no impact because he's not really doing much anything.
No, he really hasn't any matches. He's like putting a search out for tag team partners. That didn't really come up on anything. The search for Spears, whatever the hell it was called. But this match was good. Like I mean, we know Shawn Spears can go. I mean, he's 10-10-10. So
yeah.
Great match, great spots. They had a good table spot. They had the barrier stuff. I mean, it was good. Even they had his wife in it as well. You really couldn't go wrong with this match.
The table spot was good when he had like a fireman's carry over the top rope and Cody through the table.
And they kept playing off that spot. Like they kept showing that they were going to do it. It didn't happen, and boom, and then it happened. So
and then Cody hit like back-to-back crossroads. Yeah. Now the finish to this match is Jericho said it. He's never seen anything like that in 30 years of experience.
Yeah, it was good though.
It was a figure 4 by Cody, and he got the pin with it. Because when you're in a figure 4, if you lay back, they tend to count 1, 2 do the count. He actually got pinned in the figure 4, which I've never seen before,
which was cool.
And Chris Jericho has seen so much wrestling over all the years he's been around, and he said he's never seen that before either. That was crazy. That was insane. That was such a unique, creative way, because you always see that happen when somebody's in a figure 4, they drop down, they do the count, they get up real quick, and they start selling.
I mean, Ric Flair never won a match that way, but he had so many chances to do it. It never happened. And Cody, boom, gets it done. So it was awesome.
No, it was a very good, solid match.
Yeah, and the fact that figure 4 has been done since like the 70s, and the fact that this is the first time it's been done, it's something new. It's always great to show something brand new like that. So it was awesome. I thought it was great. Well done. The match was great. And again, AEW just does no wrong for me. It's just it's all good. Every show is good. Every Dynamite's good. Everybody's been good. Even without crowds, with just the wrestlers there, still a great time.
My issue, my only gripe with this match is that so Shawn Spears is on a redemption kind of thing because he lost at All Out after making such a impactful debut at the beginning. Now he loses this in the first round, which they're calling it the quarterfinal, but there was no qualification there was no initial round to get to the quarters.
Hey man, it is what it is.
Now he loses this match, right? Obviously he had a good performance in the match and all that. Where does he go from here? He lost again to Cody. What do you do with him now? Because he was meandering, not doing much of anything. He had Tully Blanchard, but again, Tully Blanchard wasn't really. It wasn't like elevating him because he wasn't doing anything. And now he loses a redemption. He loses a redemption match in the first round of this tournament. I would have rather had him go up against Dustin, and then maybe meet Cody later on. And you could build, and then he loses, but you could build towards, you could build the whole story behind it longer. And at least he gets a win in the tournament. Now he's eliminated first round against Cody again. What do you do with him now? You just kind of throw him to the back burner again? Because that's what
you can get it where you put a story where he gets into a mean streak where he's like, I can't defeat Cody, so he starts taking on maybe and everyone else gets you can use it to some positivity where like an anger builds in him. You can build a character that way. Maybe you could work it into maybe later on throwing that match between Cody a third time and see if he gets comeuppance. But I mean, you just gotta play it as he's angry now, and it's like a dark.
Well, I mean, I think the person,
cloud over him.
I think the guy who would have benefited the most from winning the entire tournament would have been a Shawn Spears.
Yeah, of
as
course.
your inaugural TNT champion. I think he would have been a good guy to pick to win the whole thing. I would have had him against Dustin. I would have had him beat Dustin and Cody. Like he beats both brothers.
I just think they're being pushed into this tournament right now with not all their toys in order. They probably would have loved to have Cody and Lance just do their whole thing.
Well, because it looks right now Cody and Lance will be in the final.
So that's the way.
I would have liked them had them face in the semis. And give Cody the win and have him face Shawn Spears in the final after Shawn Spears.
That would be good. But if they would have had their full roster available, because you just don't have the full roster available at the moment because of the pandemic, it just kind of is what it is, and they kind of are tossing this. They're making chickens out of chicken shit. Like it kind of is what it is. Shawn Spears is plenty of time. We know he's good. We know he's great. You just gotta add a new.
I'm just saying now it kind of runs into like, okay, now is he just gonna get thrown to the wayside and you just forget about him again and he's just sitting there?
I don't think so. I mean, he's one of the major guys in the company.
He's been doing that. Like he hasn't really done much of anything. You barely see him, and now he's doing the whole weird tag team thing. He's in the crowd a lot now with the empty arenas, like looking for a partner and betting and shit. God knows what they're gonna do with him. Hopefully they do something with him because he's a talented guy. We'd like to see more of him. But he's a guy I kind of wish would have won the tournament. He seems like a guy who could have benefited a lot from
he's a guy that
can there and then getting that title, being the inaugural TNT champion.
Because Cody doesn't need it because
Cody seems like he's above that. Yeah.
Especially he should be going for the championship. We know there's a stipulation. He can't. Yeah. I know that. No. But like he doesn't need this belt. It's an Intercontinental belt. It's a TV title. That's a secondary title that Cody doesn't need, and it's not going to help the belt. You gotta get it in there to a fighting guy like Shawn Spears and have him grow with that. But it is what it is.
Again, all signs point towards the Cody winning it. I mean, I don't think Lance Archer should win it because for me,
how about Sammy? Darby Allin would be all right. I think Sammy or Darby Allin would be
Darby Allin doesn't seem like a guy who needs a title.
Yeah, I think Sammy would be good with
Darby Allin could be. It was one of those guys who has to go on one of those story arcs where he's like always around but never gets a shot, and when he does, it's impactful and he finally climbs that mountain. Like Jeff Hardy finally climbed the mountain, won the championship, stuff like that. I think it's too early to give him a title right now. But I mean, you could do Sammy G. But I kind of wish Shawn Spears would have been the guy to get the call on this one. But
I agree. I really agree totally on that one.
Yeah. So overall, a pretty solid show. It's basically based around 2-3 matches. There was 2 jobber matches in between.
Yeah, but it was still a good solid show.
Yeah, great job by Shivani and Jericho on the call.
Shivani and Jericho killed it. Jericho was hysterical. I mean, anything guy does is just gold. Really, Jericho's the best.
We're going to get into the shit that sucked because we're at the end of the video. Shit that sucked, I would have to say, was the fact that Brody Lee did not go up against Marco Stunt. I kind of wish that Marco Stunt would have got his ass beat by Lance Archer last week like he did, and then Brody Lee this week.
Well, if that's the only thing that sucked on the show.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show.
Pretty good show because
it's entertaining. It's all wrestling. They pull out pretty much all the stops. All the matches are pretty go. Yeah, they're going from the start nonstop. Not a ton of selling. That's why I like Cody's style more than everybody else's because he slows the match down. And his is more like a storytelling to the match.
Well, and like more like Jericho's, like
things like that. But I just mean on the show specifically.
The
show specifically.
It's guys. A lot of guys need to slow down a little bit.
It's guys like Cody who really slow everything down and make everything.
Look at us sounding like some old vets. Slow down, sell.
Yeah,
work a hold.
So overall, a pretty solid show as per usual from AEW. But guys, that's the video for today. Thank you for watching. If you got anything, something to watch,
the Dark Side of the Ring,
the Brawl for All.
The Brawl for All.
Well, first off, Dark Side of the Ring. Watch that New Jack one from 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, New Jack is a piece of shit.
Watch that, and then watch the one that
guy was high.
Happened this past Tuesday. Brawl for All, one of the worst ideas, maybe the worst idea in pro wrestling history.
Vince Russo sucks.
Make sure to watch that. But guys, I see in the video are 2 takeaways from AEW Dynamite. Next week we got the No Holds Barred Hager Moxley championship match. So super excited for that. Remember, guys, if it doesn't work for you, brother, do not do that job.
Later, Mox.